What is up, guys? This is Luke with LPCubing, and today we just have a massive Cubicle unboxing. Alright, so in here we just have an assortment of all kinds of different cubes. This is by far the biggest unboxing I've ever done on my channel. I can't even fit this whole box in the frame, so let's just go ahead and start pulling some cubes out. As you can see, quite a lot of stuff in here. Our first puzzle is the X-Man Bell Pyraminx. And we have an X-Man Galaxy Sculpted Megaminx. Next we have a really awesome puzzle, the YuXin HuangLong 10x10. Whoa, what is going on there? It's missing a cap. Okay, I guess we'll look more into that. Maybe it fell out. Another new release that I'm really excited for, the GAN 249 V2 2x2 magnetic version. Here we have the DIY 1x1 Megaminx. Looks like a Cuber's Home bag. Inside we have a, oh yeah, this is for the bag that comes with a WuQue, because I also got a Cuber's Home magnetic WuQue, a cube that I've really been wanting to get for a long time. It's in here. Yep, so here's that. Then we have another YuXin HuangLong puzzle, a YuXin HuangLong 8x8. And our final puzzle is a ShengShou Kilominx. I'm pretty sure this is a ShengShou. Yeah, it is. And then we just got some more cube stands and a business card and whatnot. Just to see how far that I'm actually zoomed out, this is me holding the GAN 249 box. But I guess since we have it here, let's go ahead and start with the GAN 249. Okay, already noticing some big differences with this cube. It comes in the GAN holiday box. How does this come out? I'm gonna go ahead and tear this. I'm not sure how it comes out. Oh, okay. I guess it comes out like that. Anyway, right away, the internals look primary. I can't tell if it's just transparent or white, or if they actually are. Open this up, and I am really excited to check this out. The GAN 249 V1 has been discontinued. I did get it, and I'm not too impressed with it. So yeah, these are white, looks like primary internals. The GES nuts and all that looks the same. On Felix Zimdeg's Instagram, he posted that he got a black version of this, so I don't know if that'll come out soon, but it does feature the new honeycomb design. It was first released on the GAN SM. Let's go ahead and get into first turns. So the magnets right away is what I'm feeling. They have a very clicky feel. The cube definitely, in my opinion, feels a lot better than the V1. I really don't know how to describe the feeling of this cube. It still has that definite, like, sandy and interesting feel that the original GAN 249 had, but it feels a little bit more solid. The honeycomb design definitely influenced the feel of the cube, and it is smoother, but there's something about it that just doesn't feel quite right. The honeycomb design actually kind of impedes the movement, because as it moves along, it scratches against the honeycombs and makes for, like, almost on something like the Cube that uses like a clicking turning design. So you can feel a series of different clicks throughout the turn, which I don't really like. It's pretty annoying to solve on. Also, they made the shades a lot brighter, which I really like before, because the original one didn't look that nice. Let's just go ahead and compare it. Here we have the original GAN 249. Just take a look at these shades. The cube looks a lot nicer. Turning this one is faster, I'd say, and catches a little bit more. This cube is a lot more slow, very, very controllable, and I don't really know. I don't really know if I like it better than the Wuxia, which is my current main. I really feel like I'd have to try it out some more and see what I can do with it. It definitely comes with some lube on it. It has just a very stable and slow feel. So I'm not really sure. Let me know if you guys have this puzzle, what you're really experiencing with it, but a review will be coming out soon. It is, however, a definitive improvement from the GAN 249, and it is a quality 2x2. Alright, I feel like I spent quite a bit of time on that last cube, just because this is going to be a long video. So maybe we can move a little quicker here. But here we have the Cuber's Home CH WuQue M. Everybody pretty much recognizes it as the best 4x4 out there today. So I really can't wait to see how this thing performs. Let's just go ahead and get right into first turns. And wow, right away, it's definitely one of the nicest 4x4s I've ever felt. It has a very slow and stable feeling to it. I don't really know. It almost feels like it turns on air, but it's just incredibly slow too. And I don't really like that. I feel like I'm almost like getting a workout turning it. That's probably just because I just got it and the lube really hasn't broken in yet. Magnet strength on the inner layers right here is also a little bit stronger than magnet strength on the outer layers, and the magnets are a very, very light magnet. But the cube does have just a very sluggish feel to it, and I don't really like that sluggish feel. Of course, with some lubing and breaking in, I'm sure that it could get a lot faster, but there is already, it looks like, quite a lot of lube on the pieces. So my current main is the Moyu GTS Aosu M 4x4, and I'm not really sure if this is going to replace it. You know, I've heard that it is the best 4x4 out there, and I was really expecting to feel something great, but I don't know, it feels pretty average. I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely is a great 4x4, but I just feel like it's not quite as good as I expected it was going to be. So basically, in conclusion, this is a pretty slow 4x4. It actually catches quite a bit, and it has pretty light strength magnets. Corner cutting test here. Corner cutting is okay. It corner cuts as good as other 4x4s, but it does take some effort when you try to cut a little bit more. Tensions might be a little bit on the tight side, but I don't know. I'll have to check this cube out some more. Once again, I'll have a review coming out on this cube soon too. Next, let's go ahead and check out the ShengShou Kilominx. So this is just a fun little non-WCA puzzle that is basically a 2x2 Megaminx. So it's pretty slippery, so let's just go ahead and see how it turns. Okay, so right away, it's very, very awkward to grasp. There's not as many like things to cling onto like a Megaminx, so I really want to table turn this cube. But I mean, just turning it, it feels very, very smooth. It does want to slip a little bit, but that's just because it's new and kind of slippery right out of the box. But it turns very, very smooth, and it really looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to solve. Go ahead and do a corner cutting test. Okay, so corner cutting really isn't that good at all. Actually non-existent, which, I don't know, it doesn't really seem to catch, so not really sure why that's happening, but it has just like a very rounded off appearance. The cube seems very round. It also has a very, very interesting mechanism, because I'm not really sure how building a 2x2 Megaminx would work. Yeah, but I guess there's not really a lot to say here. This is just a pretty cool puzzle that a lot of cubers have. I didn't have one yet, so I wanted to check it out. But neat little cube with pretty good quality. Alright, next we have two more cubes that I'm really excited for. Let's go ahead and start out with the X-Man Bell Magnetic Pyraminx. Now, I already know that this cube is going to become my main over the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx because I have turned one before, and I just absolutely love it. So, here it is. It comes with some extra magnets. Let's just go ahead and get on the first turns. Oh yeah, it's just incredible. Buttery, buttery smooth. It just feels like you're turning on nothing. It's a perfect balance of speed and stability. I really just think that it is the best Pyraminx out there. It has primary internals with the cap design, so it has a very, very soft feel to it. I am not a huge Pyraminx solver. I've been wanting to get into it a little bit more recently. And I don't know, I just really feel like that this would be a great cube for beginner cubers and more experienced Pyraminx solvers to get into. It's very evenly balanced throughout the tips and all the other layers, and it is just really the best Pyraminx out there. It is quite a bit faster than the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx too, so if you have a really, really quick turning style, then this cube would be pretty good for you. So when I first just turned this puzzle before I owned one, it just really amazed me, and I've been wanting to get one ever since then, and I finally have one. It's just a really incredible Pyraminx. A review on this cube will be coming out soon, and I would definitely check it out. Really a great cube. Alright, next we have another puzzle that I've wanted for a while, and looks like it comes with some extra pieces here. But this is the X-Man Galaxy Megaminx. So I've wanted a Megaminx upgrade for quite some time, and I really felt like this cube would be the perfect option. I've heard that it's just the best Megaminx out there. The magnetic version is apparently supposed to be really good. I got the sculpted version to make it easier to grip. So let's just go ahead and get into first turns. So right away, it's got a very, very scratchy feel to it. I'm kind of like a crazy bad cuber. I don't really get into solving some Minx puzzles, so I'm a table turner. Once again, excuse my turning for all you Megaminx solvers out there. This might be kind of hard to watch, but I'll go ahead and just talk about it. It has a very scratchy feel to it. It's just probably from a lack of lube. Once again, it has primary internals, so it's got a softer feel, but yeah, but it definitely is pretty dry and scratchy. Also, it's pretty sluggish, but it's performing very well, not catching anything. It's probably got great corner cutting. Let's go ahead and check here. Yeah, corner cutting is actually really good on this cube for a Megaminx. So, I really feel like this is a pretty good puzzle. It just needs some lubing and setting up. So let me go ahead and put a little bit of DNM37 in this puzzle, and we'll be right back. So I went ahead and put a couple of different lubes in here. I just started to scramble it up and break it in so I could do some solves on it. But I went ahead and put some Lubical Silic, Lubical Speedy, and some DNM37, and after breaking in, it really turned into a great Megaminx. The sculpted edges really help for some great gripping. It has really good stability, it doesn't catch, good corner cutting, and it's also really fast and smooth. So definitely the best Megaminx that I've ever felt. Can't wait to really break it in and do some more solves on it. But yeah, definitely a really awesome cube in this one. And finally, we have two big cubes. We'll start off here with a YuXin HuangLong 8x8. The YuXin HuangLong cubes really come in some awesome packaging. Let's see, how do we even open this thing? And here it is, the 8x8 YuXin HuangLong. Whoa, this thing is massive. This thing is really heavy, and it really just dwarfs the 7x7, even though it's only one layer larger. Just going ahead and pull out my 7x7. It is scrambled. I just don't really feel like solving it right now for this video. But I mean, just look at the size difference in these cubes. This thing is just huge. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into some first turns. Whoa, man. This thing turns incredible. I mean, I am just amazed, especially for a big cube. This is just insane. So basically, in the big cube market, there's two big cubes you can get. You can get a ShengShou, or you can get a YuXin HuangLong. And generally, the YuXin HuangLong cubes are considered to be better. And so I was expecting this cube to be good, but I had no idea that it would be this good. This thing just turns incredible. It has like a very crunchy feel to it, but at the same time it's very, very smooth and just very, very high performing. Let's just go ahead and scramble it up like a 3x3 so I can solve it like that. But yeah, I mean, this is just, I'm amazed by this cube. This thing even like has a nicer feel than my 7x7. So now I really want to get a YuXin HuangLong 7x7 and check it out. So it's got like a crunchy feel, but it's very, very smooth, and it's not catching at all. Let's go ahead and do a corner cutting test. Wow, it's got great, great corner cutting for a big cube. And we're almost done. And when I'm solving this, I'm able to do algorithms actually really, really. And yeah, I really like that. But just, man, this is just an incredible puzzle, and I really can't wait to solve it and just play around with it some more. The middle layers, as I'm just checkerboarding it here, are a little bit slower than the outer layers, but I mean, that's alright. There's going to be a couple issues with the puzzle of this size. But yeah, wow, this is a big cube, it is a heavy cube, but it is definitely a really fun one, and it is definitely a high quality one, so I can't wait to see what the YuXin HuangLong 10x10 have to offer. So here it is. Just what an absolutely massive puzzle. So let's go ahead and check this cube out. And I'm calling these cubes massive just because they're massive to me, because I have little hands, and my cube collection isn't like enormous. And just with the 17x17 that came out, I can't even imagine, you know, like how big a puzzle like that would be. I really, really love this packaging. It's really like something that you would see like in a store. And there we go. Here it is, the YuXin HuangLong 10 by 10, and man, there's actually a couple different caps that fell out here. Here we got an orange cap. I know I saw a white cap that fell out. There is a yellow cap, and then quite a big white cap missing from the side there. Let's see if it's in the box. As it must have fallen out. I found it on my studio floor. Whoops, guess it goes the other way. There we go. Now our 10 by 10 is complete. The shades are different, which is surprising. They're actually darker than on the 8 by 8. Like, take a look at the orange here, and then the reds. I like the 8 by 8 stickers better, but yeah. Here's this thing. And then just compare it to the largest WCA puzzle, a 7 by 7. So let's go ahead, get into some turning. Wow. It feels incredible. It feels just like the 8 by 8, like not a downgrade at all. I don't really know how I'm gonna do any algorithms, at least on camera, on a table. It's pretty hard just to lift it up in the air. But yeah, it definitely has that same crunchy feel. I really like the crunchy feel. It just feels pretty nice to me. Let's go ahead and check out all of the layers. Yeah, and then kind of same with the 8 by 8. As you get into these middle layers, they are a bit sluggish, but no worries. Cube like this, there are going to be some things that aren't perfect, but this is pretty darn near perfect. I mean, all we need now is magnetic 10 by 10s. There's not a whole lot I can do on camera with this cube, just because of its size. Let me go ahead and get a 3 by 3 just to show you what the zoom is normally like. I have a Volk 3, and this thing just feels so light and teeny compared to this. And then, yeah, but I mean, definitely, it's just such a high quality, a great job from YuXin on this cubes and the HuangLong cubes. So I really now want to get a YuXin HuangLong 7 by 7 because I just like the feel of this better than my WuQi. But yeah, two just incredibly excellent cubes here. To go ahead and revisit the CH WuQue. After I really just started turning it and playing around with it some more, I really actually starting to like the feel of it. After I'm breaking it in, it's not as slow, and yeah, it's definitely probably going to become my main. Whoa, that was one weird sentence. Definitely probably going to be. Yeah, it is probably going to be my main. So yeah, it is just an excellent 4x4. It is just really, really great. All of the cubes in the Wu line of puzzles from CH have been pretty great, and same thing here with this one. Just a really great cube. Alright, so I tried to go ahead and fit everything on screen here, but I mean, in conclusion, you know, we got the GAN 249 V2, which is definitely a great improvement, and a pretty nice 2x2 from the original one, which I'll have a review coming out soon. We have the X-Man Bell Pyraminx, which is just, in my opinion, the best Pyraminx, and really awesome Megaminx, one of the best 4x4s, a pretty neat non-WCA Kilominx, and then just incredible long puzzles. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I feel like I've been recording for quite a long time. Hopefully it's not too long. For watching this video, look out for those reviews coming soon, and we'll see you next time.